Hey guys, this is Bumblebee85 coming at you with another video review. This time it is the T-1000 from the Terminator 2 Judgment Day movie, made by Neca. And they have a series of figures coming out, and I have found at my local Big B Comics here in Niagara Falls, Canada, and I purchased him for $37.99 Canadian. And he has a nice box, black box, an image from the movie. It looks a little grainy. That's just a blown up image from the movie. It's a little throwback, I guess. He has Terminator 2 Judgment Day written down the side with the same image on the front from NECA, Real Toys. Same image on both sides. And then on the back, you get an image of the figure standing with his gun, some alternate heads and arms it comes with, and the write-up of the Terminator that most of us would already know, but you can pause it and read it there if you wish. It says it includes 3 interchangeable hands, a pistol, and swappable hands, forearms, and shirt. So we can get different iconic poses from the movie, and you can display them however you like. He does come in this Velcro piece box here with another image of the figure there, and it's a nice display of all the things you get within the package itself. You get some skulls down here along the bottom, and you get an explosion in the back going on. Pretty cool. Some laser fire too from the Terminators taking over on Judgment Day there. So that's the package itself. It also has the warning choking hazard on the top for small parts, not for children under 3 years. Then up in this right hand corner we also get ages 17 and up. So there's a couple of warnings on the package there. And we also on the bottom we have information about the toy, who made it, how they sculpted it, who painted it, and casting and photography and packaging and all that stuff. So all rights reserved. Let me get it open here and we'll see what it's like. And here is the T-1000 out of the package. Let's take a look at the figure himself first. He's a nice detailed look of the actual actor Robert Patrick that plays him in the movie. Very nice looking sculpt. The paint along the line, the hairline is nice. There's no real bleeding or bad paint lines anywhere on the face or the head sculpt, so that's always a plus. His eyes are not cross-eyed or anything. They're looking menacing. He's got nice paint detail on the actual uniform with the badge, and we've got like a pen sticking out of the pocket here, and the buttons, the snaps on the shirt with the Austin name tag also visible. See if you can focus in on that. It says Austin, which is pretty neat. Then we got the black buttons down the front, the silver belt buckle with the black leathery looking belt with some pouches, and the snaps are also painted in the silver. Come around to his backside here, you have the walkie-talkie with it's molded on, it can't be removed. It's got the antenna and another pouch for, I guess you would keep your handcuffs in there, with nice snap detail painted again, and the holster on his left hip with the latching piece there that would hold the gun in, but it does not hold the gun in. It keeps the gun in, but the leather strap getting that punched into that hole is not possible, and it will not stay. It just wants to fling back up. You might be able to get it in with some effort and some tweezers, but I cannot punch that in for the life of me. I've removed about 2 minutes of footage already trying to get that in. It will not stay. He also has this hand which holds the gun nicely, with the finger even getting into the trigger hole there, so So he holds that nice and securely. Gun is black and good texture on there. It's got a lot of little detail molded into it. But again, back to the paint detail, the line and wrinkles within the uniform itself all the way down. The pocket lines are even molded onto the back. And he has his boots, which are black with the brownish soles. But overall, it's very nicely painted, and nothing's making me want to display him in a certain angle where you can't see a blemish. So he looks really nice, all painted up. You even have the white undershirt poking through there, and the collar folded up around the back with the buttons on the shoulders, sleeves, cuff thingies there. So overall, he does come with the gun shooting hand and the gun. He comes packaged with a regular hand, so he has two just open regular hands, and then opposed from those, he also comes with his pointy weaponized hands with the long pokies, which have a nice skin tone and then turning into a silver metal form, and it's the same for both. So those are his index fingers that are all nice and long, which are really cool. It does come also with these two hook arms, which actually you separate right from the elbow. You pop the whole piece off right from the elbow. So now he has no arm. You plug those directly in at the elbow, which are kind of neat, and he has these two hook arms. And that looks pretty neat. So you have a bunch of options. You also get an alternate head. So you just pop his head off. And this head, I find, won't really stay on. But it's an alternate head. Same kind of detailing that the other head has, with the split down the middle. And you see the metal, liquid metal in there, which is kind of cool. And he has his blue eyes on this figure and little deformities. It looks kind of cool. He's got some wrinkles in the forehead, just like the other figure, or the other head. So it's kind of cool. But he also comes with an alternate chest piece here. So you just pop this whole chest piece right off, and he comes with this piece here, the gunshot bullets, excuse me, and you just plug that right on to the existing chest, and then you have a battle damaged T-1000 riddled with wounds, and there's a real hole right through the head, right to the other side. With there is some paint scuffing from when you put the different heads on maybe the back of the necks, a little bit there. This one doesn't really get on, so he doesn't really have too much of a scuff, but these ones seem to rub on the collar a little bit. But overall, he has all the same paint detailing as the other chest, right up across the shoulders and everything. So that is really neat, how you can get different poses or different parts of the movie captured in these scenes and these pieces that can build the scenes for you. The only thing that he does not come with is a head that it would include a pair of sunglasses, which would have been nice. Instead of maybe the plain face, we could have had him with some sunglasses on or something. But overall, he's a very nice looking figure, and all the joints are fairly hidden, so he's almost like a mini statue with some posability. The way that the detail on him looks is phenomenal. So I'm really enjoying this figure, and once I rip open my T-800, my Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator there, we can have some nice battle scenes set up between the two of them. But the articulation for the figure, his head is on a ball joint, and it has full rotation left and right, up and down. Down not so much, the head will easily pop off. Same with back on the other head. The split head easily pops right off, but it's on there. Keep pushing it down. His shoulder joint goes up that high, and he has a full 360 with it, with a single hinged elbow, and his elbow also rotates, and his hands also rotate at the wrist. There's a little bit of play with the ball joint in there, so you can angle it a little bit here and there. He also has a waist swivel, which too far one way might not look good. The gun and the walkie-talkie kind of hold it, but if you put it too far, then he's like overlapping himself there. His legs, his hips have a ball joint, which he can do the splits actually pretty far, and the crotch is like a rubbery piece, so it gives some flexible movement in there. He can kick forward pretty far, and he can kick back. Oh, the crotch just came apart there. With kicking back, it separates the crotch there. So kicking forward is good, kicking back not so much, but it stays there. And he does have an upper thigh swivel along with the ball joint. Single hinged knees, which bend that far, and they also rotate at the knee. Then there's a little ball joint, just like the wrist type joint, where you get a little bit of play and a rotation to it. And also 2 peg holes on the bottom of the feet. And all the heads have the same articulation with them, and they easily just pop off and are interchangeable for any body type. The hook arms are also nice, where the blue from the uniform bleeds into the liquid metal and it turns into silver at the end, so that's a very nice touch. Same with the fingers, turn from flesh tone into the silver metal on the ends. So that looks really good. That's my video review of the T-1000 from Terminator 2 Judgment Day from NECA. I will have a link in the description below to Big B Comics where I picked this figure up. Enjoy the play.
Hey officer, what can I do for you? You looking for somebody?
Call John Connor.
John Connor, you say? I'm sorry, I've never heard of such a man. Something wrong with your hand there, officer?
Call John Connor.
Well, officer, I told you before, I don't know any John Connor. Never heard of him. Don't even know what he looks like. How can I call him if I don't know what he looks like?
Call John Connor.
What you should be doing is calling a doctor. That ain't normal, officer. No way.
Call John.
Will you give it a rest already? You're giving me a splitting headache. I can't take it anymore. Call John Connor. Call John Connor. The respect of Terminators these days. Pitiful. Jeez.
Call John